My name is Dennis Caco, artist creator Max Boost. I'm going to talk about the Nissan Z right now. And if you don't know about me, I'm the artist creator of this comic book that ran in Import Tuner magazine back in 1998 to 2006, and we're doing new issues for the first time ever. And you can order this book over at maxboost.com. Check it out. There you go. Let's talk about the Z. So the new Z is supposedly 400 horsepower. And I just remember one thing that I said. Do you guys remember this in one of my lives that I did? And we are recording this live, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, this is a live stream. We go live on Max Boost, what we call Max Boost Mondays, live every 5:30 Pacific Standard Time on our YouTube channel at Max Boost. So, that way, yeah. The point is, do you remember what I said? Do you guys remember when I said originally, when I saw the prototype, I said, this looks way too put together to be a prototype, and I think I was correct. I was like, this looks like a production car to me. It looked way too finished. So. I said that. I believe I said it in live. I wish I could pull it up right now. And well, lo and behold, I was right. I was like, it's way too complete to be a concept, dude. It looks super production. So yeah, let's see what you guys are thinking. The new Z. Oh well, Team Scoundrels says the new Z is fire. That's cool. Let's see. Who else we got? Mr. Bush would say that's a weird looking CTR. It would be a really weird looking CTR. Let's see. From the windshield back, it's a 370Z with quarter panels filled in. Now, I was going to talk about the chassis. I don't know much about the car, so I may be saying some wrong things when I start talking, but I'm just going to yap about it. Do zero research. I'm going to do zero research. I'm just going to yap about it and see if I'm like way off. New Z is not bad, but the 350Z is still the best. Even though it's the slowest. Let's see. Need some aftermarket to fix that front end. What's wrong with the front end, Marco? Tell me what is wrong with this front end. What's wrong with that? Something wrong with that? Let's see. I think the Z is okay, says Hawaiian C. The Z looks great. Is manual. That's key, right? I like everything about it, and the interior looks set up like it's truly dedicated for the drive. Okay, let's take a look at the interior. I know there's any. Oh, there it is. That interior looks like it's for the drivers. Well, obviously those the gauges are driver stingy. That makes sense. What makes it look like it's set up for drivers to you? I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, what is it about this that makes you think or feel like it's, you know, set up for the drivers? I'm gonna make this even bigger. Yeah, get rid of his ass. I like you. So yeah, let's see. Let's go through some more comments in here. What's up, Brian? Mr. Nizumi. Ernie's right. It's missing a K24. There's always that problem. You should put a K24 in the Z. That's an interesting idea. What's up, Tim Lee? How you doing, man? Looks weird in the back, says Dwayne. All right, let's go take a look at the back real quick. There's that driver stingy interior. Seats are very blue. Okay, weird in the back to you. Okay. All right. And GD Firestarter. Yes, Firestarter. I love, dude. Ooh, that takes me back. That song used to pump. I used to get pumped on that song. I used to play what did we used to play? What was the name of the video game? The video game was on PlayStation. Shoot. Prodigy was on that, right? Yeah, I used to play Gran Turismo with that song too. Let's see. It's a yes from me. 300 inspired rear, old school Euro front end, TT twin turbo V6 manual and 400 horsepower. Perfection, he says. Hope the wind noise is bearable. You think there's wind noise? Did they talk about that? If it's anything like the Q5060 Red Sport, there will be a lot of engine issues. Isn't it exactly that motor? I heard it's a 5-year-old motor, which I think at the end of the day, like, I guess I'll talk about it now. One of my questions was, so the car is a V6 twin turbo for $40,000. The Civic Type R, for example, brand new car, single turbo, front wheel drive, is 38,000. So how did they build a $40,000 twin turbo V6, basically, sports car for 40 grand? And I think I'm starting to see the answer. Is this true or not? Because my thought was this, especially in today's day and age with how things are going economy-wise. Is this the old chassis? Because my thought would be this. They kind of pull a, I don't know. American cars do this all the time, but they using this. Apparently, the motor is a 5-year-old motor, right? That came out of the Q50. Is that? I don't even know the Infinities. Sorry, but they took an older motor, twin turbo, 400 horsepower. They take an old chassis, put the newer motor in the older chassis, and they call it a new car. Is that what happened here? Change the interior, change the exterior, same car. Because that's how you can make a $40,000 car. And if they did do that, if that is the truth, that's not a bad thing. It's just I don't know if it's it's obviously not going to be. It's not a brand new car, brand new car, right? So, is this true? Somebody tell me. But that's how I think they can hit the price point. Because, dude, if this sells for 40 grand, like flat 40, not 49,000, but like flat 40, it seems like they have to do that, right? Am I tripping? Especially this day and age, I swear, the median car price now is like $35,000. Isn't it? Like 35,000, so just a few thousand more, you're in a Z? Interesting. The blue one looks good at that distance. Oh, with the rear? Both trims come with the same engine and tune. I'm sure dealer market will be 10K over sticker. I'm sure that there will be dealer market obviously at the beginning. And I have no idea how hard it's going to get these things, especially through COVID and all the factory stuff. Have you seen, I went to the local Honda dealer here in San Diego. Not went to, but I drove by it. There are no cars on the lot. It's crazy. Jose just said, sorry I wasn't here last week, but I'm here this week. Something happened to me on last Monday. You can't leave us hanging like that, dude. It better be a good story. Reason I don't like it, it looks like a cheap Jag. That's an interesting thought. See, now it's kind of hard to unsee it. That's kind of an interesting thought. It's hard to unsee that right now. Cheap Jaguar, guys. If you made it green and you put a Jaguar logo on it, it would look like a base. Yeah, you're right. Probably the lowest Jag you can get. 2-door coupe. Interesting. That is an interesting way to put it. Now I can't see it. Unsee it. Egri's been working on dog treats. Inspired by car parts. That's hilarious, dude. Basically looks like a fake Jag. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I should stare. I do actually like the way it looks. Okay, so I guess I didn't say it yet. Number one, when I saw the prototype, I told you guys what I thought about it. I immediately said right away, I liked it. I think they did a great job. I think it looks like it's part of the lineage of the Z. I feel like they use enough retro to it by still keeping it modern. It's easily distinguishable as a Z. It feels more than the 350Z like the older original 240, 260, 260Zs. I mean, look at it. It looks like a modernized 260Z, which is what they were trying to do with the front, right? And I like that. I personally like that. I think that's cool. And then speaking of the back, I was actually really impressed that, let's see if they show the back here. And I saw it right away. I didn't realize they'd even have a photo here. I don't do a lot of research on this stuff. I'm too busy doing other things. But I was like, I love the rear because it kind of brought the 300Z into the design. I like that. I thought it was cool. I immediately saw, like, from a design perspective, obviously I'm a designer, artist, that kind of touch that harken to the 300Z. I apparently with this photo, I guess I'm not wrong, that they were trying to give it, put a little 300Z into the back of this thing. Let's see. Egri says he's not a fan of the color interior. That was my first thought. Like, this looks a little Matchbox to me. I don't know, but I also like the red interior of a CTR. The whole matchy blue thing, I think maybe because the whole interior is blue, it's got all this, which I think, generally you pay a lot of money for that kind of stuff. Like supercars, right? Those exotics, hypercars, and whatever, they got all the colors the same, Bugattis and all that stuff. Everything matches. I guess it's a look. I'm not sure if I personally like it, but I'm not mad at it. I'd have to sit in it. And the thing that this is the thing I don't want it to feel like. And most of you guys will remember this if you guys are OG tuner culture. If it feels like back in the day when we like reupholstered everything inside the Civic to make it all matchy, but it ended up feeling kind of cheap. It was like cool to us, but cheap at the end of the day. It didn't have a long-term lasting aesthetic. I hope it doesn't feel like that. You get my drift? So Egri says he's not a fan of the color interior. I don't know what it is, but the front bumper just looks odd to me. I'll tell you what it is. When you say the front bumper, I'll tell you a couple of things. Number one, these headlights, I like them. That's a hard design. To me, that's a difficult design to pull off. It's I don't know how to explain why that's a complex shape, and the way that it's inset. If you have it any lower, any higher, it would be weird. It's like an odd shape, like a teardroppy kind of thing. The bottom and the top are round. I mean, and then the way it's almost like an eye, like it literally an eye. There you go. That's like an eye. There's a tear duct and everything. So that is a weird thing to put in the front of the car. And then you've got this. I don't think you guys can see my cursor. Can you? I don't. Oh, you see my cursor. Check it out. Technology. So right here, that comes back up, and I think that kind of makes it a little weird. And then it just comes and it straightens out right here. So it hits a wall in the shape, and then kind of has this lip, and then this comes back, and then this shape of the eye integrates with that. It's odd that it's not really flush. It's kind of shapes that are kind of put together, but it's hard. This is complex. As a designer for thinking 3D, this is actually a complicated set of shapes that I'm surprised work. To me, I like it. It's not the smoothest flowing design. It almost looks like it added. You do have kind of hints of different cars in one car. So like this top here, I don't know, it's not a rain gutter, it's a trim, right? Kind of mixed in with this front headlight, kind of mixed in with this older looking front bumper, kind of mixed in with these muscular European Jaguar style hips, It's just it's kind of a hodgepodgey design, but it works. What I really like is this hood. To me, when you look at that, I could tell what motor's in it. I thought that was a pretty badass design. Did they use that in the last one? I don't know. Yeah, so what was I going to try to get to? So let me see, more comments. Okay, so it was on a 370 platform. So this is a 370Z. Can someone confirm that? I'm sure it'd be great to drive. Okay, so here's my problem. I haven't driven a 370Z, but I've driven 350Zs on the track. I just drifted in one. My problem with it is, even though, so if it's on the same chassis, that I was really excited about this car. I thought it'd be really fun. I thought it was new. I thought they maybe really updated it, or maybe it will feel updated. I don't know. But I just remember the times that I've spent in 350Zs and also in, drifting one recently. They're cool. They're great. They're good. They're good. They're really good, solid cars on the track. But I was telling Mike and Mike that, but it doesn't have sort of the personality that I'm looking for, that, for example, an E36 M3 had at the time, an E46 even. There's just something that, on paper, all of it's supposed to work. It feels short wheelbasey. Like it kind of, stiff and short wheelbasey to me. It doesn't evoke anything super special. That's the 350Z to me. Sorry guys. And apparently the 350Z was actually what is it? This 370 wasn't the 370Z slower? Oh no, the 350Z was slower than 300ZX twin turbo. Apparently, I just read that somewhere. I saw that, and so they kind of took a step backward on that. And I don't know, maybe that's why. But to me, it didn't feel whelming. It's not necessarily underwhelming. It just wasn't special to me, which is hard to get out of a car. So if this is the same platform, it feels like a 350Z. I'm less excited. More horsepower wouldn't fix it, in my opinion. But again, I'm welcome. Nissan, send me a car. I'll drive it on a racetrack. I'm going to be at the racetrack in October, or actually here in September with Chad. Just send me one. I'll drive it. But I do like the fact that they do have a manual, right? And I have nothing against everything going paddle shifter. Just letting you guys know. As much as I am a full-on manual guy, I'm also not against paddle shifters. But I do say I'm glad that they kept the 6-speed in this. Let's see. The car design is definitely heritage inspired, and targeted to the new buyers in their 30s through 50s that usually have disposable income versus ostensible youth of the day. Okay. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. At this point, you can just get a 350Z for $4,000 or $5,000, right? Alex says the okay, so you were talking about the interior being very driver. Oh wow, look at me. I mean, the interior doesn't look very tech heavy. It reminds me of the RSX interior, very minimal distractions, and the shifter looks very ergonomically placed. Okay. Yeah, I like the use of the LCD. I don't know if that's LCD. Well, either way, the digital screens. I think they did a good job on it. And if this is an older chassis, then yeah, I think they updated it pretty good. Also, like interior wise, you can see like the vents to me kind of look retro, and yet they have the digital cluster and the digital center console. I think that's good, solid to me. The one thing I do not like about the original 350Z, and I noticed it when I drifted one with the Team Scoundrels this last few months ago. I don't like this in most cars, and it's like that for me also in the Mustang. The dash is high. It just feels, it's like up here, and I don't think it's because I'm shorter. I mean, it's designed like it's very straight up and down. It's very vertical, so I'm assuming this is the same thing. I don't personally like it that much. It's just a little odd to be in a sports car and feeling like you have a flat sort of dash that goes up and high. So yeah, it's sort of like that. And I'm not knocking it. The Mustang's better to me than that feeling that I had in the 350Z when I was drifting it. But it's odd. It's like maybe you can see it right here in the shifter. It goes shifter wall. I like a little bit of a slope, or at least the visibility to come down on a race car feeling versus like you're up here, right? If I'm gonna be like this, I want to be in a Formula One car. And let's see. Honestly, I hope they sell well because we are facing the end of an era with Mac. Yeah, and I do too. I'm just glad everyone's bringing some fun cars back. It feels like it, right? With the new Integra coming back, the Civic Type R is here and to stay. It's going to come another generation. Now we got the 3Z, we got the Supra. I know Supra's going to come. They're going to come with something. They got to come with something to challenge this. Because this is priced, what, $20,000 less than a Supra? It's definitely the target is Supra buyers. And you can look at it like this. If I came to you with $20,000, would you take the the Z instead of the Supra? And I give you $20,000 in cash. Would you do it? Yeah. Let's see. Best thing I like is the specs, and I think they're room to grow, to be honest. Okay, so here's a thing we all know. That motor can go to 500, 600 horse pretty easily, right? Even just a little bit of tune. That changes a lot of things. It could be nasty mean. As long as the whole drivetrain can handle 100 horsepower or more, these could be really, really set up. And, you know, they're already going to do that. There's a Nismo variant. Okay. That's going to be, what, $70,000, right? But that'll be fun. I hope they don't get shy on it and just throw the big wing on it, throw the arrow on it, like get nasty, get some raised wheels, you know, unless they already said it. What's up, Mike S. in the house? He is officially off the market. I don't know if that's public, but welcome, brother. Hey, my nuts are here. Yes, Nissan did exactly what I just said. What did I just say? Yeah, it'll VR30DE. Oh, is this part when I was talking about the motor? Yeah, it's a 3-skin 370Z. Okay, I'm that far back, guys. Sorry about that, but it's a reskin 370Z with an engine swap, which is great. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't suck. Team Scoundrels, straight up pro. You know, I get it, man. Me and Chase is trying to help me get a Z, which I got no problem with, especially drifting. This fucking dude, let's do it. But you know, it's kind of a bummer it's not an all new car. And if it drives like I said it earlier. But okay, so it is a reskin 370Z. Could definitely be the same shot. I think we're confirming that it is. The blue interior reminds me of old 81.2. Oh, right. Yes, the 80s. Yes, 80s did do that. I remember. Yeah, Supras, right? So then Supras have like the old Supras had the old all red interior, not red, magenta interior. You're right. We had a Celica with full blue interior in the 80s. All right, that's cool. That's another way to look at it. And you know what? I can do it. Instant chassis aftermarket available because the R&D is already there for the chassis. Okay, so it is exactly the same. Can they use the same parts? If it is, then it's a 370Z with a motor swap, like you said. And an upgraded exterior, which I don't got a problem with the 370Z exterior or the 350Z interior. So if you get a 370 for 12 grand versus this brand new for 40 something thousand, would you put 30 something thousand into the 370Z? Or would you buy one of these? So that being said, 50K for that, is that worth it? Love the interior, Bokovic says. Sucks that we ain't getting them over here. Oh, he's in Europe. You're not getting him over there? Chip shortage for all the cars. Supply chain is behind. Don't let me just put out a video today about it. Yep, it's a trip. Oh, the world's falling apart, guys. Everyone ready for this? Yep, Gregory says the same thing. What's up, man? Looks much better than a Jag, in your opinion. Reminiscent to the original 280Z, which is the Mark. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Jags look great. Someone here at this office park downstairs has one of the blue ones. It looks dope. I personally think the Jag looks better. I'm not saying I want it more. I'm just saying I think it looks better. But I got to see one of these in person. Oh, Jose was in a car accident, but I'm okay, thank God. Well, I'm glad you're okay, dude. Yeah, man, sorry you got in an accident on Monday, or I think it was Monday? Actually on Max Boost Monday? Wow. Glad you're all right, dude, and hopefully everyone else is okay. That's all that matters. It's just, you know what it is, guys. Anytime you get in a car accident and you total a car, you know what time it is, right? It's time to upgrade, dude. That's all you gotta do. But glad you're okay, jokes aside. Let's go. It's the Z. It is the Z, John Paul. What else can we look in here? Yeah, 40 grand though. Today's day and age, I would say it's a good deal, for sure. And it is gonna steal some super customers, 100%. Toyota needs to pay attention. Cause isn't Toyota have that 4-cylinder Supra, and that 4-cylinder is like 40 something thousand? I don't think one person would not take this over that. That is anywhere close to like a real car enthusiast, I think. Well, real car enthusiast, I don't think would take the 4-banger in the first place for that Supra. I don't know why they would, but maybe. I like 4 cylinders too. I don't got a problem with it, but when you have that 6-cylinder sitting there for the Supra, and then you got this twin turbo V6 sitting here for the same price, again, yeah, Supra's gonna get hurt. As long as they were able to make enough of these, right? Let's see, needs a little more black or another accent color for separation. Blue is too dense for the. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Brian. Egri loves the front end. Cool. A distinct look like the S15's headlights. Like it comes up behind you at night and you just know what it is at a glance, Brian says. So S15, yeah, I got what you're saying on that one. It's like it's just interesting the shape. S15, I like the S15s. They just send that over here. Wish they couldn't. Wouldn't it be cool to get S15s over here for like $20-something thousand? Brand new, I mean. Yeah, that would make sense. Probably about 30 grand if this was 40. Dude, I'd get an S15. Maybe. So much competition nowadays. What's up, Nicholas? I think people have mixed feelings about the rear because the taillights placed are low. If the rear deck was taller and the lights were higher up, I think more people would like that. Let's take a look. Thank you for your comment. Okay, so you think that the rear deck is too low. Are you talking about the bumper? This part of the bumper, the low part? Is it low? Let's see if there's a side view. Nah, look at that. That looks like an old 260Z. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to see full race versions of this thing. I mean, it just gives the old school vibe. To me, my favorite part of the old school vibe part of it is the back side of this car. Oh, can you guys see this? The back side of this car, and particularly these hips. This section right here. Oh, well, it's even got the logo. So they did do that on purpose. This section right here is so Z. I love it. Is this too slung low? Is that what you're saying? One of my buddies, Jason, was complaining about this lower valence. I don't know what this. It's not a. What am I trying to say? It's not really aero. It's not a diffuser, right? Is this a diffuser? It's just a bumper. My buddy said he didn't like the gloss black of it. I'm fine with it. It is a trip though. I want to see this line right here. See the straight line to the thin bumper top? I want to see that in real life and see what that looks like. Because it's funky. I'm sure it'll look alright, but it is funky. That is a high angle right there. So you can kind of see like the Z. Wasn't it a trip like the old 300Zs? Like this bottom half of the bumpers were matte, not matte finish, but they had like that texture. Thought that was interesting. So I don't know. I guess is this a thing that they do on Zs? Have to like split the bumpers in half. Yeah. So it's got 2 exhausts, twin turbo. You put. It's got these LEDs on the exhaust or something. All those little holes right there. Let's see. Anything else on this? Okay. So I don't know. I don't see what you're seeing, Nicholas. Is light curved on the back or flat? Ah, well, right here it looks like there's a curve. If you look at this angle, right at the seam of the trunk, it feels like it kind of goes forward right here. I could be seeing it wrong, but it's not flat. See, but I like the back end. 3Z jumped out to me as soon as you saw it too. Cool. That's really cool. I love that I saw it right away too. All cars need hips, by the way. Wide body, everything. The rear end looks like it's meaty tires, so I was wondering what it's going to be. So the tires, are they really meaty? That looks like a what are they? 265? I think the front fender could be wider to complement the rear. I think that would be really, really nice. You can do that. Let's see that front fender again. There's more pictures in here, right? I see what you're saying though, because that rear fender kind of really juts out. And whoops, right there, that rear fender really comes out. If we could just get a little bit more form out here on the front, that'd be really neat. But again, that's where the front headlights come into play. That is a complex shape to me. It's simple, complicated. Look at it from the side. Like, would you think that headlight looked like the form that you see from the front? That's a complicated thing to pull off. The simplicity in it is really difficult. And that's what makes it like really hard design to me. Interesting. Is that a seam? Yeah, I guess it's a lower body panel seam. It's tripped. Yeah, it's like that was one of the things I was gonna say. I think is what you just said. The front doesn't necessarily match the back to me. This front right here fender does not match the rear fender to me. But I guess I gotta see it in real life. The square grille corner meeting the headlights is a bit weird. Right. Yeah, so I talked about that earlier. It's unique, right? Where is that? Yeah, right here. It's unique. It was confirmed on AMS's what happened? No, I'm not trying to ban someone. It was confirmed on AMS video when they talked about it. Yep, 370s. Okay. So yeah, I don't watch anything. So I'm late for the game. Hi, sorry I'm late. What's up, Chad? I won't stand for 350Z slander. I was saying, have you driven one on the racetrack before? Let me know what you think. Mike S, love that car. The new Z will be built around a heavily updated version of the FM platform currently underpinning the 370Z, Kia Infinity, and Infinity. Okay, cool. I'm still back here in the comments, guys. Ernie will tell you the comment about paddle shifter is much in line with my views. So it just means more track spec DD and max boost aligned mindset. Yes, sir. Yeah, let me tell you about the paddle shifters. Again, man, I am straight up manual car all day, every day. But when you start, oh, dude, it's like Formula One cars would never be as fast as they could be if they had to shift. Do you guys notice that they have to shift in the middle of turns, both up and down? You cannot really do that. You can't really do that, especially as the cars go faster. You can literally come through a turn and need to shift again already when you get these long sweeping double apex turns and whatever. A lot of times you have to sacrifice a shift point just to get into the turn and not have to shift in the middle of the turn, which isn't optimal. What's crazy is how good these automatic transmissions are now, where you can just shift up and down in the middle of the turn. When I rented a Camaro SS, I don't know how many gears does that thing have in the automatic? 11. This paddle shifter, I was fine with that. I didn't care. So I'm driving around Willow Spring, and coming around turn 2, which is the long sweeping right hand turn 2, and all I was doing, I was flooring it, and I was trying to see if I could kind of not spin it, but mess with this thing and see how good is this auto trans, right? So I'm coming through the turn loaded. I'm guessing around 85 miles per hour, 90 miles per hour. It was a little wet, and I'm going like this: up, shift, down, shift, back, up and down, and up, down, down, down. Like I sound like an aerobics instructor right now. Up and down, down and up, and in the middle of the turn, lost no speed, and it's just shifting back and forth, seamless, super smooth. I was shocked, blown away. That car, by the way, is only 30 grand, right? Yeah, Mike says, very true, the dash is high and the hood is long. Electric version. Paddle shifter automatic is nice to have as an option, especially if you don't feel like being stuck in traffic, having to deal with the clutch all the time. I love driving manual, but not in traffic. Yeah, so FYI, Dennis, I do put the extra pad when I drive the Mustang. It's not because I can't drive it without the pad on, but the Mustang has like this fake center hood thing that comes up over the top, and that like 2 inches or whatever obscures my vision. So I do sit up a little bit more inside the Mustang, and then it has to be set up for Chad, and Chad's like 6 foot plus tall, so he wants to be as low as possible. So yeah, I just use what I do is I take the Sparko pad from the Sparko on the passenger seat, rip it out of the pad when I get into the car, rip it out of that seat, and then put it into my seat so I could sit just that much higher. Oh, so John says Z plus 20,000. Hell yeah, that's 20K exactly. Can you imagine putting 20K of mods into this? The motor was taken by AMS, but upgrading them reliably has been very challenging. Okay. Fast TV says we made 502 on our dyno and the Infinity platform with AMS. To the wheels, huh? Nasty. Oh, they had problems with more power? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I know. I had no idea. I know nothing about these Nissan V6s. Let's see. What else? Let's see. No. Oh, so in Europe you can't get it because of the emission regulations? Oi. Why is it? Wait, 1 cup holder? I'm out. Is that true? Is it 1 cup holder? I think that's not true. Oh well, maybe the touring version will have 2. It's the upgrade. Yeah, I don't know. That's odd. Well, no, it's not odd, is it? At least they kept the real e-brake, right? For the driftos. The 4-banger Supra was more or less just made for everybody that wants to swap a 2JZ into it, like a base car, including the engine mounts being identical too. Is that true? Thank you for your service, Alex Samoski. Hawaiian says, I like jagging that, but just looks cheap, you know, unlike Integra. You know what I mean? Just think they could have done better knowing tech nowadays. Oh, I think the Jags, I really like the Jags. 4 years ago, I think I was at the San Diego Convention Center, jumped into a Jag, did not expect to like it. It was a coupe. Liked it a lot, even though I know the whole entire thing was basically a Ford. Let's see. Jay says, Blue Z with gunmetal or black wheels gives me double Z vibes. It's sacrilegious to put a 4-cylinder in the Z. I'd rather in fair lightning before an Eco Z. All right, I guess sacrilegious to put a 4-banger in a Z, guys. Side view is great. Oh, that side logo is gonna be a blinker up on top. That's a trip. It's a fake diffuser. Okay. So the Nismo is probably gonna have the real diffuser. What's a different picture of this thing? No more photos. Let's see. Oh, trunk lid being lower than the side glass. Okay, that makes sense, bud. So right here, this lid is lower, so it'll gives you the feeling of it being low slung. Just on the glass portion. Got it. So if you wanted to be more classic, you'd bring that up and kind of follow this a little bit. So you give a little bit of trunk to it. Got it. Okay. Not sure. I didn't even think about that. I got to see it in real life. Y'all might hate me, but like... Oh, sorry. You guys didn't even see what I was pointing at, did you? Shoot. There. So, yeah, right here. This is lower. This glass right here ends here, and it's lower than this. Which it is a good point. Like I said, it should probably end right here for a classic look, but... y'all might hate me, but I'd like to have seen a tiny bit of chrome around the windows. I hate you. No! 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 It already got that chrome thing across the top. Look at that. It peaks at the... It's got this crazy Cybertruck peak at the top. But yeah, no, if you did do the chrome though, it definitely have that classic vibe to it. Let me see, where am I? Let me move myself down. That probably helps. Stop that. Just keep trying to ban people. Yeah, late model Mitsu Eclipse headlight vibes from it. Okay, I can't put myself down here either. Okay. I feel like the headlights are the weak point of this car. Yeah, it's gonna be either weird or it's gonna be unique. That's the problem about doing something unique. But I get what you're saying. $11 gears. 8 or 7. I've heard that some of the Hellcats paddle shifters response is really bad with the super lag. Well, they got enough horsepower, and you don't put Hellcats on the racetrack, that's for sure. I'm just waiting for the 370 Z's to drop because they were way fun. I'm in the same boat, bro. Especially if you're gonna drift it, you're not gonna drift a $40,000 new car unless you're like really made of money. The Durango Hellcat. What's a Durango Hellcat? Is that the Dodge Durango Hellcat version? Is there such thing? I don't even know. Let's see. I'll send you some pictures of the Z in a video to Max Boost and Instagram. Dang. Okay, so you're in a Z and you crashed. All right, got it. One cup holder is all you need to drift. Right? Just one cup holder is fine. She can hold her own drink. No! Oh, you always hold your own drink? Are you serious? I'm gonna send you guys Jen, I'm gonna send you a cup holder. That'd be so hilarious. I'll send you a cup holder and like I don't know. I'm thinking, aren't there those ones that are for SUVs? You can kind of stick them in the door. Me and my 81280ZX. You guys get cup holders, right? Yeah, it's between your legs. I had to get a cup holder from Nizumi, and if I have a medium drink or bigger, it blocks the stick. Cybertruck peak. Now I can't unsee that. Yes, it does. I don't know. It looks like it, right? Doesn't it go straight vertical? Good evening, everyone. What's up, Hollow Dog? Did I win the TikTok giveaway? Yeah, maybe. I should let you win it because you just came all the way over here. So if you guys aren't on our TikTok, you guys gotta check it out. Max Boost Comic on TikTok. Thank you to Mike S and Ann for working on that TikTok. We're at like 600 plus followers. Yo, we just went viral. Max Boost cup holder merch. Awesome. Jay says some people don't like the front end, but I like how it resembles the 240Z while the rear resembles the 300Z twin turbo. Yes. All right, so there you go, man. See if there's any other cool photos. This was a proto. See, it was the car. This was the prototype. Straight trolled us. But I told you it was a real car. I was like, there's no way this prototype. This is a prototype. This is originally months ago. I'm like, hold up, man. When I originally saw it, I said, this is not a prototype. This has to be a real car. Look at that. I mean, they have the air conditioning vent right here. It's like all the way to me. Tabs. These look all like OEM ready, factory spec. So anyway, I was like, they just went too far on it, or it's the real deal, and it's obviously the real deal. Oh, so just for shoots and giggles, let's look at this. Hey, there you go. Why not? Oh. Yeah, I like the new interior better than this. I did not know 370s look like that. That's kind of funky. What's that thing in the middle, dude? I don't know what that is. That looks freaking wrong. So I take back everything I said about paddle shifters And that just does not look right to me. Never mind. Take it back. Put a freaking stick shift in it. Ooh, look at you. Look at all that stuff you can put in there. Ooh. Is that the animation? Nismo. Oh, it's a Nismo version. Hey, look. 30th anniversary edition. Wibbly wobbly. There you go. See, that's sick right there. 240. Anyways. Oh, there you go. Now you can see both of them right next to each other. These two. What do you think? Doesn't really fit. But, all right. So at the end of the day, though, my recap on this whole thing is I think that the Z. Let's see. So if there's anything else I want to say, I think it's gonna be a winner. I think it's definitely they're gonna definitely sell a lot of it. I do like this angle over here, this top half angle. I do like this a lot. I do like it a lot. I like that they have the little bumps on the top of the roof line right there. Makes me think of a few cars, but the Mazda RX-7 comes to mind, the FD. This is a nice angle of this, actually. I don't know if I like those door handles, by the way. Door handles are a trip to me. It's like there's like, I don't know why they did it, but it looks like there's putting too much emphasis on the door handle. Why? And you just have to look at it. It just got these lines around it, and maybe that was the nicest way they can make it because of the placement they wanted. But I would have. Well, I'm wondering if there's a way to put it up here, like actually try to hide it in the corner or something, or maybe even hide it in the rear the rear glass right here, kind of like an NSX. All right, let's see. Wheels, cool. Care more about the width of the tires. I'm sure the brakes are sufficient. Yeah, I think I've kind of said everything I need to say. Interior, yeah, I like this interior a lot better than the 370 for sure. Like 100% for me. One cup holder or not. I am looking forward to seeing what the. I'm trying to imagine how this looks, and hopefully it's not too much blue. They kept this is the original door handle, right? They kept this. That's the original door handle? Why? I wasn't a fan. That is something you could have changed. It's probably that. If you owned one before, did you like it, Mike? Like, I don't know. Those door handles are trippy to me. Yeah, I think everything else looked good on the car. I do like the screens. Good. The center console looks like that Nissan plastic. I'm assuming that's what it does look like. I like that it's just infotainment, 3 knobbies right here. Oh, you can't see this. 3 knobs right here, stick shift, screen. And I guess there's some buttons down here, but it looks super uncomplicated, and I do like that. Anything else to add? Yeah, that's about it for me. But I think in my opinion, as far as Nissan's concerned, I think it's definitely a winner. I'm looking forward to seeing it on a racetrack. I want to drive one. It'd be cool. And maybe I can change my mind about how I feel about it. Maybe it'll have some like real personality or something, some magic that I'm looking for that I don't feel like I had when I drove it. Let's see. This feels like there's more comments over here. Hold up. Anyone who doesn't own an EJEK can't complain about cup holders. Those are so bad. How did Honda get the cup holders so wrong on this car? It's horrible. Like, it's just so bad. It doesn't hold anything. In particular, cups. I want a cup holder like the Fit had in front of the vent so AC keep. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. I think the best cup holders ever are still in the current FA5 SI, like in my SI Civic. That thing is like bulletproof, man. Never spill a thing in there. There's no way you can. The yellow is a limited edition called Proto. Makes sense. Proto yellow. Let me know if you have any questions about the motor. I drive a Q60 now, which is what the new Z has for a motor. Nice. Needs a G-nose. There you go. Now you're talking. That'd be interesting. I'd be interested in seeing that. Let's see. Let's see if it... That'd be interesting, man. Or do one of these, right? Let's see. Let's grab one. This is a cool photo. Ah, crap. Oh, no, that'll work. Let's see. Check this out. This is. So this is what you're talking about? That's badass. That is so dope. It's very British. I like it. Oh, is it showing up? I can't tell. Oh yeah, it is. All right. Like S, yes. See, you think so? There you go. Hood looks like a remake of the HR hood. Okay, so if there's a, I was wondering if they've already done a hood like that. I'm going through the comments still here, guys. I hope they at least go with an Android-based infotainment so you can easily hack it and get proper ODB gauges. OBD gauges? I really like how the shifter looks. Okay, cool. Can I please do an art of the new Z? Yes. When? I don't know. That's the hard part. Any new Max Boost news to share you've been holding on to? Yep. Draw it with a G-nose? That'd be interesting. I'd go with that. How do you G-nose it though? How do you G-nose it? So one of the reasons why you can G-nose this design is because it has a recession here. And then all you did was basically cover it with, you know, plastic and then extend the nose. There's no... I'm like thinking really hard right now. You see me thinking? That's what I look like when I think hard. I really want to see a Shakotan styled new Z. Shakotan. Okay, I'm supposed to know what that is, huh? Let's go look this up. I can't get it to go over here on this side of the screen. There you go. Like that? Shotokan style? It would have been cool to see them put the side mirrors up on the hood fenders like a 280Z. Definitely. G knows to get rid of that Jag grill. Okay. I think you can extend the headlights plastic since the new Z's headlights are based off the G nose. Shotokan? Is this it? Just instead of a bumper cutting straight down like it does, bring it so to a point that continues to flow with the body. Okay, with the headlights as they are. Shotokan is karate. I guess I spelled it. Did I spell it wrong or did they spell it wrong? Yes, just a bit wilder. Yeah, okay, got it. This looks pimp though. Oh, it's basically stance. Shakotan Z concept. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, kids. And there you go. That's an hour's worth of the Z. Did we just talk an hour about that? Almost 45 minutes? All right, who's getting one? That's a big question. Who's getting one out of all you guys? Anyone actually wanting to get one? Serious about it? And let's see. All right, so that was a Z. Okay, so what more can we talk about? Let's see, any updates? Marco, I think, asked me about some stuff for Max Boost. No, I haven't been doing anything, dude. I've just been kind of chilling out, hanging around. Okay, so the big one is, so we're going to send out an update pretty soon here. A couple of big ones. We're going to start writing the new issues. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to send an email out to everybody to make sure that they join the Max Boost. We're going to start with everyone joining the Max Boost private group on Facebook. And I'm going to put a post in there. And so you guys can warm up and you guys can think. I'm going to put that right. Okay, so spoiler alert. I'm going to put a post in there and maybe put a spoiler alert warning. But basically, at the very end of the book of volume 2, what happens? What happens after this? Well, there's actually a couple more pages. But in this particular prototype, I just put this as the last page. What happens after the very last part of the volume 2? I'm curious what you guys think is happening, and I'd love to pick your brain on it. So we're gonna put a post up there, and hopefully people respond and go, I think this is what happens, and Max Boost hits the boost button or something, or yeah, Yoshihara comes out of nowhere and saves the day. I don't like. What do you guys think happens next? I'd be very curious. So I'm gonna send an update so we can start working on the new concepts. I cannot wait to start drawing the book.